In this video, we'll see a RAG operation using LLM and using a one vector database, that is Chroma. So basically, we'll be developing a one Streamlit application where we'll be asking a user to upload a PDF file. Basically, that will be HR policy document in a PDF file. And after that, what we'll be doing, we'll be creating embedding of that entire PDF file. We'll be storing into a one vector database. And after that, we'll be fetching some chunks. We'll be using a retriever QA and we'll be passing those chunks. And the retriever QA will pass those chunks to the LLM, and LLM will summarize the things and it will get the response. So this is the summary. And here we'll be using a Gemma to be LLM, and that LLM can that LLM is able to do this RAG operation. So we'll start. As you can see, we will be using a Streamlit. So we have imported Streamlit, and then we will be using a offline Ollama, offline offline LLM. So using Ollama platform, we'll be using this offline LLM, and then we have a, as we are using a PDF document, we'll be loading PDF document. So we have a PDF loader. So using that loader, we'll be loading this PDF document. Then, like after loading the PDF document, what we need to divide, we need to convert those PDF documents into the chunks. We have to divide all the statements, all the content text there in the PDF has to be converted into the little smaller chunks of size, of specific size. So for that, we'll be using a recursive character text splitter. Then we'll be using a retrieval QA chain that I already mentioned, that retrieval QA for the one who takes the topmost chunks and send it to the LLM, and LLM will return the result. And then we'll be using some OS and this for the loading the env file. And then we'll be using HuggingFace. So HuggingFace is a model, basically just help. It uses a model that convert a text to the embedding. So basically HuggingFace here will be using to create embedding. And then we'll be using a Chroma. So Chroma is basically for to store our embedding into the database. So here we'll be using a Chroma, and we'll be not going to use any third party vector storage like a Pinecone. Like we don't need to worried of creating a creating a key, and then we have to use it. And it is like I've seen that after creating a key, if you store one to your PDF document, so like your limit get exhausted, you need to buy that API key. So we're not going to use that, and I'll be sharing this code with you. And then we'll be having some variable, the const, so that I have declared this model that will be used by this HuggingFace. And then we'll be having a directory for the like once the database store those all the embeddings, we'll be storing at like at file location that will look how the vector storage, the vector database store those embeddings. So how the vectors database store the thing will look. And then we have a chunk size. So when you divide those all PDF file and all the line statement into the chunk size, so you define your chunk size. So like you cannot keep it very small, because if the statement, obviously a statement, at least a statement have a size of around 100, 200 characters. So if you divide into the lower size like 50, 60, so the meaning of the statement will be lost. So obviously that's why we have defined a size which is relevant to 500. We can define 200, 300 also. Meaning of the statement will be effective. But for the safer side, we have make the chunk size as a 500. Then we have a function to load our Gemma to be LLM. Then we have a function get embedder just to load our embedding, HuggingFace embedding. Then we'll look these two functions later on. And then we'll be using a Streamlit just to create we have a page title, like we have a HR bot. As I already mentioned that we'll be using HR PDF document just to and then we'll be asking user to enter your questions related to HR policy, and after that we'll be doing. So our application is HR bot, and you can ask question related to HR policy, and then we'll be using as a subtitle like internal HR bot using Gemma to be. We are using Gemma to be LLM. Then we'll be having a uploader like file uploader. Will be asking just to upload a PDF file, and after a file get uploaded, what we'll be doing, we are saying we'll be storing into as a temp object, and we are saying that we won't that file won't be deleted. And then what we do, we just read the file content, and we temporarily we write the file content on a disk. After that, as a spinner, what we do, we have to, after the file get loaded, what is our main task? Just to create the index the file, indexing the file. So now we'll be calling this function process PDF to vector store. So just I already mentioned, we cannot directly store all this loaded file into the vector storage. First, we have to divide the file content into the chunks. So what we do first, we have to load the file, like file path, a temporary disk path will be giving to the PDF loader, and then it will load the file. Now this loader will be having all the file content, and then what we do, we just say load the file. So load the file will be load all the things into the documents, and then what we say, we will be using object like a recursive character splitter, and then using that splitter, what do we do, we just divide this, take this document, take this entire document and do the character text splitting operation and divide into chunks of size 500 and give me the chunks. So it will return the chunks, and after that, the main thing is like after that, you are using this, this Chroma, the like that you have done, and after that, what you are doing, you are using a Chroma this that I already mentioned a database. So you are saying store these chunks and use this embedding. So this is the chunks, you are saying this is the chunks, and this is the embedding model that you have to use. You have to use HuggingFace model using that LLM that HuggingFace will be using it. And then this is and you have to store into a persistent storage for vector database. So vector database, what it will do, it will take this document in the form of chunks, and it will get the HuggingFace embedding model. It will create all the embeddings and store into the storage place persistent storage, that is a Chroma dir that I'll show you after running the application, and that will give the instance of this database. And this is I'll explain this function later on. And after that, what we do, it will show the indexing document, and this after the indexing done, it shows document indexed. Okay, and it will give you the reference of this vector storage object instance that I already mentioned. And after that, the next one is like if and else, if you don't upload any PDF document or there is an issue, the issue will throw you error or something like that. Or in a case if we found that there is always a path, there is always a document, there is always a what you can say a vector database, and it has already embedding, already embedding document has already been indexed like the previous document which has been indexed. So it can start with there, and it will do their operation. Okay, so instead of that, so I have given the support for both. So either you can upload a new file, if it doesn't file a new file, a PDF file, so it will continue with the existing vector database. It will fetch the embedding from the vector database, and what it will do, it will store into the vector database, vector store. Or if there is a part doesn't exist, or there will be no persistent part is there for the Chroma as a Chroma dir. Chroma dir, you can say this Chroma HR docs. So you can say, please upload an HR file to get started. Then you can ask a user question. There is already a no persistent path you have not provided, so you can please upload a PDF file. After that, I can say no. After that, I can say now I have this vector storage instance. Now I can call my get QA chain. So what is this get QA chain? So basically that is most important thing that you have to see. So here I have passed this vector database instance, and this I am using that I am saying as a retrieve top 3 chunks. I am interested into the top 3 chunks, or you can say top 3 indexes, and store into as a retriever, and then I am creating a retriever QA, and I am saying load the LLM, take this retriever, and this is the chain type stuff, and I'm saying and return me all the source document, all the chunks that has been used to answer the user question. Return me the all those chunks that has been used to answer the user questions. Yep. So that is the function. Now this is the function, everything has been initialized as, and then you will be asking user a question. Ask an HR related question. You will be asking user, now you can ask your question. Once the user asks question like what are the leave policy, or what about the company, ye wo, blah blah blah, this question, and you are validating if the question is valid. You are loading a spinner and you are saying gamma is thinking, but yeah, and after that we'll be calling our QA chain, and you will be passing questions. As soon as we'll be passing our questions, the retriever get invoked, and the retriever fetch top 3 chunks from the vector storage, and after that this retriever will store that retriever, and this retriever will pass this to the retriever QA. So what it does, retriever QA gets all this top 3 QA chain from the this retriever, and then what it does, it load the LLM, it gives all those chunks, and the LLM will give the response, and all LLM also give you the source, what you can say, source chunk that has been used to answer the question. So this is how our RAG application will work. The only thing that you need to understand, the simple flow is like, when you ask a question, the retriever fetches the top 3. I have given the top 3. You can mention a 5, or you can mention 6. Obviously you should not be mentioning that much, because in that case the operation will be little bit low. So you can mention 3, 4 can be sufficient. So you are saying, fetch me the top 3 indexes that is matching my question, that having a high similarity to the question that I asked, and then what it does, it take those topmost chunks, call the LLM will get those chunks, LLM will summarize and will give the response, and also will get the all those chunks that has been referenced. So this is how application will going to work. Okay, so what we'll do, I'll first run my application. I'll show you. Now I'll ask, I have created virtual environment. So I'll be activating it first. So this is the command. Otherwise, my activation command for the virtual environment won't be working. So now this didn't work. And now I'm saying Streamlit run HR. Yes, Streamlit run. This is, oh, 1 second, run, sorry, app.py. Okay. So what it does, it create a local development server, and it will be running on a port Streamlit. So it's running. You can see now. 1 second. Yeah. So like already mentioned, there will be a big page title like internal HR bot using Gemma 2B, and then it will be asking, please drag drop your PDF file. So upload HR PDF file. So what I'll do, I'll upload my file. Yeah. So I'm giving this file doc. Okay. So now you will be saying, I already mentioned that. So after giving PDF file, we have a st.indexing document, and then it will call the embedder. Embedder will store all the embedding, and it will store into the persistent storage. So our vector database will be stored. First, we'll check whether it has been stored or no. No, it has not been created yet. Maybe it may take time. So wait. Okay, I think we have missed one thing. We have forgot to run our LLM. Ollama run Gemma to, I think that I missed. Sorry. Sorry for that. That we need to run it because we are using offline LLM. So we need to run it. That I missed. Actually, yeah. So now it is running. Maybe these things may take time because the one thing is that it is creating indexing, so it is consuming some RAM, and also LLM is also running. It may be also it is also consuming RAM. So in that case, the performance may be little bit slow. Just look out. We'll look our RAM consumption. So you can say our RAM consumption is 84%. The CPU is 90%. So yeah, both are running. Wait, yeah. So now we can see the document has been indexed. Now we'll check whether it has been stored, vector database has been stored or not. So we'll check no, here. HR internal bot. Yes. So like already mentioned that we'll be storing as a persistent storage. So this is our vector storage and this is SQLite, and there you can see all this. These are the internal things that you won't get understand, but these are the embedding that this Chroma vector storage use to store it the PDF documents. So now what we do, we'll go to this PDF document. As we have to ask questions, first we'll read what is this PDF document. So PDF document is about I have downloaded from the internet a sample HR policy of a company. So this is SPIL corporate HR policy. So basically, this company, this handbook is a summary of policy, procedures, guidance, and benefit to the employee and organization. And then this employee handbook is a confidential Circa Paint Limited, SIPL company definitions, and then company profile, Circa co-founder, company visions, and these are the things. I have not uploaded a PDF, a long PDF, because if you feed long PDF, it takes a lot of time. Maybe the indexing may takes time because we are dealing with a limited RAM. So I have not provided long PDF. I have provided a limited PDF. So what I'll do, we'll ask question related to maybe Circa co-founder and company visions. So I'll ask, uh, can you tell me what is company company yes, company visions. Yeah, we can ask can you tell me what is company vision? Yeah, I have hit. So yeah, I'm saying, can you tell me what is company vision? So yeah, okay. So this is Gemma LLM. So it is not that much fast. It takes time. So let's wait and we'll get response. I have not paused my screen and after that and then resume. I just want to show you that it takes time. You don't have to be panicked. Yeah, it is working in the background. So this LLM or LLM will be working and it will give you it will give us response soon. That's it. Can you tell me what is company vision? It is loading. So you can see our consumption of CPU is high because now LLM has started working, doing heavy operations. Not heavy operation, we have just asked it, but our retriever QA chain has been invoked. So it has, you can see 92% memory has been consumed, 100% CPU. So just wait for response. Just it. Sooner it will come. Don't be there. Yeah, it is coming. Coming. Yeah. So now you can see here is the summary of information provided. Company vision to be the most respectable brand in the category through brand building initiatives, providing world-class product with a consistent quality, leading and the profitability and growth of everyone who is associated with the organization. Is it correct? We will check. कि कंपनी का विजन क्या है, कि कंपनी का वन ऑफ द बेस्ट रिस्पेक्टेबल थ्रू द ब्रांड में इनिशिएटिव है। हाँ ठीक है यार, ये तो बराबर ही लग रहा है। अब मैं क्या बोलता हूँ, कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ। कंपनी का को फाउंडर कौन है? ठीक है, व्हाट आर द कंपनी को फाउंडर, सिर का को फाउंडर कौन है? हु आर, अब देखो सोर्स। नाउ next thing we have to see that I already mentioned you that we also interested in the which chunks has been used, which chunks, topmost chunks has been used to get the response. So that I already mentioned. So we'll see. Okay, so these are the chunks that has been used. So we can see if we go to this, so we will see these are the chunks that has been used to answer these questions. Now we'll see who are who are company co company co-founder. Okay, and now we'll be asking. Yeah, we have asked question. Who are company co-founder? Wait, it takes time, as I already told you. So have patience. So now you can see that we got the response that company co-founder are Mr. Sanjay Agarwal and Gurjit Singh Benz. So we can see, is it correct? Okay, we'll cross check. Is it correct? Is it correct? Yes, yes. Is it correct? And we got the correct answer. We'll see the references, and these are the references chunks that has been used. So I think I have covered most of the thing related to RAG. And if you feel that you are having any concern, if you have any doubt, just let me know. I tried my best to explain you how the RAG operation works, and these are the little bit, so you don't have to worry. So I have tried my best to explain you how this RAG operation works, and I'll share this code with you. Uh, and if you have any query, just let me know, and I'm eager to hear from you, and your question will be most appreciated. So please let me know, and if you have any questions, you can comment. You can make a comment and let me know. And if you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.